What if I told you there's a single international framework used by over 1 million organizations in 189 countries that quietly shapes the quality of almost everything you interact with? From the car you drive, to the hospital that treats you, to the food on your table. That framework is ISO 9001, and today we are going to decode it. Welcome to ISO Decoded, the podcast that breaks down the world's most important quality management standards into clear, actionable 10-minute episodes. I am your host, Ahmed Ibrahim, and over the next 52 weeks, we are going on a journey through every major clause and concept behind ISO 9001 and the broader QMS certification landscape. Week, we will put directly from the ISO official website at iso.org the actual standard text to bring you accurate, jargon-free explanations. Whether you are a quality manager preparing for certification, an auditor sharpening your skills, a consultant guiding your clients, or simply curious about what makes great organizations tick, this series is built for you. So let's start at the very beginning. What exactly is ISO 9001 and why should you care? Now, before we dive into the clauses in future episodes, you need to understand the foundation that ISO 9001 is built upon. The standard rests on 7 quality management principles, or QMBs. These principles are described in ISO 9001-2015, the companion vocabulary standard, and they are: Number 1, customer focus. Everything starts and ends with the customer. Your QMS exists to consistently meet customer requirements and enhance satisfaction. Number 2, leadership. Top management must establish unity of purpose and create conditions where people are engaged in achieving quality objectives. Number 3, engagement of people. Competent, empowered, and engaged people at all levels are essential to enhance the organization's capability to create value. Number 4, process approach. Think of your organization as a finely tuned machine where every part works in harmony. Consistent results come from managing activities as interrelated processes that function as a coherent system. Number 5, improvement. The best organizations never stand still. Continual improvement keeps you competitive and ready to seize opportunities. Number 6, evidence-based decision making. Reliable data lights the way. Decisions based on the analysis and evaluation of data are more likely to produce desired results. Number 7, relationship management. Sustained success requires managing relationships with interested parties, suppliers, partners, and stakeholders. These 7 principles are not just nice ideas, they are woven directly into the requirement of ISO 9001. Every clause we study in this series connects back to one or more of these principles. There are 2 more concepts you absolutely must understand before we start the clause-by-clause journey: the BDCA cycle and the process approach. BDCA stands for plan, do, check, and act. It's the engine of continual improvement that runs through the entire standard. The standard is based on the cycle: planning what to do, doing what was planned, checking the outcomes, and then acting on those findings to make further improvements. The context of ISO 9001, the clauses themselves map to BDCA. Clause 4 through 7 largely cover the plan phase. Clause 8 is the do phase, actual operations. Clause 9 is check, performance evaluation. And Clause 10 is act, improvement. The process approach means you don't think of your QMS as a set of isolated departments or documents. Instead, you think in terms of interrelated processes, inputs, activities, outputs, resources, and controls. A process is defined in ISO 9000 as a set of interrelated or interacting activities that use inputs to deliver an intended result. When you combine PDCA thinking with the process approach, you get a QMS that is dynamic, measurable, and continuously improving. Now, a question many listeners will have. Do you need to get certified? The answer is no. Certification to ISO 9000 is voluntary. Organizations pursue it when they want independent confirmation that they meet the requirements. As ISO itself states, companies implementing ISO 9001 can choose whether they want to go through a certification process or not. But here's why many do. Certification signals to customers, regulators, and partners that you have a robust, audited quality management system. It opens doors to new markets, meets supply chain requirements, and builds trust. Importantly, ISO itself doesn't certify organizations. Certification is performed by independent certification bodies, which may themselves be accredited by national accreditation bodies, and individuals are not certified to ISO 9001. So they can complete auditor training and lead auditor qualifications. In future episodes, we will dedicate entire segments to the certification journey, how to choose a certification body, and how to prepare for your audit. So let's recap what we covered today. ISO 9001 is the world's most widely used quality management standard. It's built on 7 quality management principles. It uses the BDCA cycle and the process approach as its operating framework, and certification, while voluntary, is a powerful signal of organizational commitment to quality. Next week in episode 2, we dive into clause 4.1, understanding the organization and its context. This is where the real work begins. We will break down what it means to identify your internal and external issues, including the brand new climate change amendment and why getting this clause right sets the foundation for everything that follows. If you found the value in today's episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a colleague. Every quality professional deserves access to clear, reliable ISO guidance. Until next week, keep decoding quality.